Sagittarius, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your September shift reading. We are looking at the shape you're shifting out of this month, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like. So Sag, before I get into your cards, I'm feeling some retrograde energy for you. Specifically, it's like as soon as I sat with your energy, I started getting those retrograde words that a lot of astrologers talk about: revisit, revise, rewind, rethink, restructure, reconsider. It's like all of these words that talk about retrograde, going in reversed, backing up, slowing down a little bit in order to reconfigure something. And then I realized Mars was going retrograde in September. I think it's around like September 10th or something like that. And so, Mars is a fire energy and you are a fire energy, Sag. So maybe it has something to do with Mars retrograde being significant for you. Maybe that's something pretty significant in your chart. It's a pretty significant thing for us collectively. So perhaps it's just affecting the Sag or Sag group of folks that I'm talking to in a particular way that this reading wants to bring attention to. So we're going to find out a little bit more now and pull some cards. I'm using the fairy deck this month, Sag. It's really been speaking in personal readings lately, and so I'm excited to see what the fairies have to say to you here for your shapeshift in September. What is the shapeshift for Sagittarius in September? I'm going to pull all the cards and oh my gosh, okay. I was going to say I'll pull them all and then I'll show you, but the best laid plans, Sag. This card has come out for most of the signs. I just saw 222. Most of the signs this month, which is pretty wild, honestly, because it's a massive energy. It's a card that doesn't come out all that often in the fairy deck because it represents this incredibly powerful energy that, and in all the readings so far, it has come through as something that has been building, coming in and like ready to burst. It's like this, the card itself is showing me the image of this planetary body or cosmic body, it's hard to call it a planet, but it's like this space body, this cosmic body that has been gaining energy and gaining momentum, and like from far away you look at it and it looks like it's just silently cruising, which is kind of eerie. But then it's like when it hits the right spot, it drops and combusts. It's like some sort of massive release of something that has been building. It's in this deck, it's called the Roar. And it speaks to me of like this atomic energy that once released has massive like roar, right? A massive ripple effect or repercussion. So this is really interesting that it's literally come out for like, I think, Cancer, Leo, maybe it came out for Scorpio. I think it came out for I don't know, but it's come out for a lot of folks. So this is really interesting to see it here for you again. All right, let's try to get some more info. What's the shape shift for Sagittarius in September? Okay, as I shuffle, I'm remembering also that it may be significant in terms of this energy of revisiting or revising something. The fact that the South Node is in Sagittarius right now. Okay, a huge group of cards just came out, but it's interesting that Solace is part of this group because this is what came out a lot, flashed its beautiful fire face in the pre-shuffle quite a lot. So I'm actually going to keep that out, put the rest in and keep going, keep shuffling. Because that Mars fire energy, the Sag fire energy, there's something so significant about that. Okay, and we got 4 more cards as a group. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep them interesting. I saw Arvel Parrot on the bottom of the deck as well, so that may be significant in terms of some communication, something coming in. Notice that there's these like feelers tuned into larger things going on, and it's like almost like I'm seeing it as like Morse code. Like you're getting the transmission, you're getting the code. I wonder what that's about. We might have to bring Arvel in, but oh my gosh, there's so many cards. Okay, something really must be happening collectively, because we got a significant card from this card has come through. I think it was the Cancer reading, the Virgo reading, maybe even the Scorpio reading, if I recall. This came through the Virgo reading, this came through the Leo reading. So it's like, okay, we're getting a lot, and this green woman has come out quite a lot. So we're getting a lot of the same cards. So I think there is this, especially with the RAR seems to be holding this collective message, Sag. And it makes sense that all this collective energy is coming out for Sagittarius, because I think Sagittarius is pretty collectively minded in terms of like the higher philosophy for larger groups, you know? Group think, group philosophy, like that. I think that's part of the energy of the South Node in Sagittarius, is the ways that group think can mold or channel the higher philosophy and affect behavior. A lot of people talk about South Node in Sagittarius as like cult energy, for example. All right, my friend, I have to see how this spread wants to come through. It's something really positive happening collectively. That's the thing, Sag. And as has been happening with a lot of these spreads, is like my shapeshift format is totally blown out of the water. Like these fairies just want to talk however they want to talk. So the Rar and Solus are right in the center. Massive, powerful fire energies. In fact, I'll go like this. It's like this is fire contained, and this is fire unleashed. This is what happens when this bomb drops, right? And that could be like metaphorical, like, especially since the Rar is facing this fiery sword energy. It's like it's some sort of incoming communication or incoming thought form or incoming revelation, incoming like a new way of understanding or a new piece of information that has massive repercussions and like changes everything. Or like a new power, because this is a very powerful energy, but it's like the sword of truth is an incredibly powerful energy. I don't know, something like that. And it's like when this comes in and drops, right, it like explodes in this Solus, explodes in the illumination and power of the sun. It's like there's an explosion of power that is at the heart of this reading, but it seems to be working for the better, because we've got this beautifully spiritual energy of ecstasis, which is just like unleashed joy and bliss, ecstasy states, you know, like reaching this state of ecstasy. Really powerful, like larger spiritual energies that I've shown you here. And then the more sort of human experience is being depicted by these two cards over and over again in these readings. Epona's Wild Daughter and the Green Woman, these like it's the unleashing of the wildness. This unleashing of a wild energy, maybe that has been like building and pent up, that is ready to be received by humanity, or ready to be received by you, Sag, since this is specifically your reading. Again, there's like really blurry lines here between the collective and the individual in so many of these readings. So whatever this is that's dropping in, I think it's got really good feels for you, because it's like this, there's this real cheeky energy with the green woman where she's like, I knew this was coming, something like that. It's both a surprise and something sort of self-satisfied about it at the same time. It's surprising, and yet, right, there's this like cheeky winking happening here, and the tongue teasing here, and this one here, like very self-satisfied, like, yeah, this is good. This is gonna be good. It's that kind of energy of like, just something, you know, the green woman to me is very much Empress energy in the tarot, which is just this like abundantly creative energy. So there's some sort of, and this looks like a lion here, this Leo energy being unleashed. There's just major fire energy being unleashed here. It's incredibly creative. It's incredibly spiritual. I don't know, Sag, it's something really important, and I don't entirely understand it, quite honestly. It's something bigger than I can possibly comprehend, and that's coming through these readings, and it's here specifically for you. It's unleashing something really, really good and really important for you, really freeing, I think. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to take this into an extended reading where I'm hoping we're going to get some more specific details for how this is affecting you, Sag, in September. If you would like to follow me over to that extended, you can click the link in the description box below, and that will take you to Patreon. Patreon is an online community I've created for folks who like my work and want to go deeper. If that sounds like you, head on over there, read the description so you know how a patronage works, and then I'll send you the extended reading for September. All right, Sag. Take care. There's some like intense energies here with destruction and upheaval, and you know, something that's been building that bursts is bound to come with some form of upheaval that is intense. But it's like, it feels really positive because we're shifting from this contracted human earth energy of like one coin. It's like, how do you make $1 out of 15 cents? Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, Sagittarius. And then I'm just seeing 10 pentacles bursting. Like, that's the explosion. That's the explosion from this one pentacle, this one concentration of energy and then into 10 pentacles just like flying at you. I hope you're getting my imagery here.